You know, Grand Rising. I was just laying here. I kind of, I sat down for a second and I'm thinking I got like 3 hours until the Taurus wake up, and I got a couple hours at least. Mm, I could kind of go in there and get in the shower, or I could just kind of wait until he leave or whatever, so I don't wake him up. And I sat down for a second. I woke up. I sat down for a second, and that turned into like I don't know how long. I'm thinking I could have been asleep for like maybe 2 hours or something like that. I woke up at like one something, and and I was just thinking because I was like, dang, I was trying to figure out how I fell asleep. I was trying to figure out how I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I noticed that, like, see, I don't know exactly what mm, sex magic is because I could look at this as like mm, stuff that's done on particular types of people or whatever like this. Um, because sexual things or sexual immoralities is more than just, somebody having sex with somebody when or if or how they're not supposed to. This could be people meeting with people to sign documents and do things in certain ways, white out people out of wills, rewrite people in wills. It's these are people getting together to do these type of acts or something as well. And well, I just noticed that something feels really, strange or whatever. We'll just put like that. And I'm like, I don't, mm, I gotta wake up. Listen, I, somebody put a post up said, "Oh, never, never go up against a girl that lost everything in the fire or the ashes, and she gets up and so on." I always see these kind of clips like this, and it's almost like a threat or some. I mean, I could be minding my business, giving my testimony. I speak what I speak online. I do call people out. Yeah, I'm not afraid to. I would like if these people were regular people that I could address on the street. Sometimes they're not, but I'm here doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So it's kind of like this image of this bad girl, maybe mm, spoiled. Maybe they could be rich or they could be powerful. That's two kind of different things because you, you could have a family that's powerful by the way that they allegedly powerful by the way that they make moves and things like this on this earth. They may not have that much money, or they don't show their money or blow their money. They use it to be able to make these particular types of moves to make themselves look tough or something like this. Okay. Um and it's kind of like it's like a taunting, it's like a kind of like a little low-key bullying. It's like mm, I don't know because I feel like this energy, she's either connected to somebody that sits in my energy for shelter or sits in my energy, or this person wants to connect with me, right? Or somebody that watches me, right? Um, I worry about this type of energy because it's almost like it's a prowlesque predator energy, somebody that lives in their own bubble, but on a level where they sure of what they have, what they've been through, what they can put other people through. Some of these people may not be, they may be, you know, tribe bred or some other kind of bread, or they could be, you know, X-Men, they could be any type of energy. And like all these other energies can see them for who they are, but you maybe don't, you're at the point where you don't see anybody because I said when you reduce a decent, a pretty girl, a happy girl, a creative girl, you know, that's waking up with purpose, other people who attacked her for her gifts and purpose. Re- you have to look at this shit a little bit differently, okay? Because I feel like there's been a big bully person on the scene for a long time. Could actually get men to bow down or something to them by force or with their magic or doing whatever it is that they do. I mean, I feel like this person might be a maniac, and people know that if you mess with this person, you know, they could wake up in the morning and you'll have a warrant for your arrest and 50 million pounds of drugs on your lot, where you're going to get caught. It's like somebody is unhinged because I was thinking, I can only pick up the scent of this woman. And it's almost like it's going to be a problem because it's like they know how to pick up on the people with the biggest blessings. Maybe the villagers try to keep you hidden or keep your blessings hidden. But because once this thing or this woman or this person get onto you, it is a part of a level of delusion as well. Okay. Because source shows me sometimes who is these people that's attached to me because they have gotten into my energy some way. And I don't even really be tripping on them. I, I don't even be really tripping on them like that, that they did what they did to try to blindfold me and then bypass me, take my energy and do whatever they want and give it to me. I'm not even really stuck. It's some of these people, you see what I'm saying? I look at their energy in the aftermath or something like this, and I'm not even feeling threat. I'm not fit, but it's just something about whatever or whoever this damn thing is. It's almost like I've had my way. I'm all over the place right now, y'all. I'm just waking up. I've had my way with every man in the world that you were attached to, every man that you liked, enjoyed, every man that wanted to be with you, every man in your family, something like this. Do you really think that even if you're going to step on this planet as a masculine energy, I'm not going to have you too? You're not going to share your wealth or do whatever this is. And these are people, that look at somebody that just don't know no better. You're just coming into, and they'll call you this, a gold digger, or you're just cloud chasing, or something like this, or whatever like this. All these things, you know. Somebody could go through a lot of stuff and know that what they've been through. Some people are just waking up to what they've been through. Some people, you know, handled it like a G. They didn't go and start prowling on other people. I don't know. It's just something about this energy. It's like somebody's like, I'm gonna force you. I feel like this person do like males and females equally, but somebody is used to, and people are glamorizing this type of energy. Somebody that will go through obstacles, make you go through obstacles and hurdles because they want to be with you. Somebody that would set you up if they get angry. This must be a turn on for some of these particular people, male or female, or transgender, whoever you are. I don't fuck around. I don't like dealing. I through all my life, eh, like walking to the gas station, going to the nightclub, I'm always the one that attract that person that I know is mentally ill, and I treat them the same, as other people. But it's almost like it's always a distorted energy. Somebody want me to deal with something meek, something cryptic that I'll never be able to break. It's like holding on to a male that's a Rubik's cubes for the rest of your life. Everybody else know this male inside and out, but I'm with this person and I don't even know this person, or I don't know what this person is attached to, or what's attached to him or her. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody want me to have to. I'm not. You know. It's almost like that's work or something like this. It's like a job or something like this. Okay. It maybe it is a. I don't know. But I don't want to do that. I don't, I don't want to be the one every single time. It just is annoying me. It's almost like this female or this feminine is trying to force. It's almost like she's a predator for males or whoever carries prosperity in the family, and it ends up getting unequally. It may be something that's unequally yoked, and it ends up being something that attaches onto a bloodline that it weakens it. It it then becomes a part of it like it is it or something like this. It's like a big old bully that nobody want to call it out. All the other people have superpowers or something too, even if they use them all together. They will probably be able to destroy this person, but they have a weakness for it at the same time. It's like somebody's a huge brat, call it what it is. Sometimes these women is not mentally sound or stable or mentally, you know, balanced. When something gets that out of hand, sometimes it got to go. It got to get put down because coming up against me. I'm telling you what's about to happen. I'm not backing down from stepping into my alleged divinity. Free and clear. I work too fucking hard. And I know that you got these t- groups that go around with these humiliation rituals or something like this. So it's like I'm a pretty I've always taken care of my body, even if I was like sitting around the house or something like this, you know, for days or something. I've never had issues with like 3 days I could go or something like this. I never at my old house when I knew I was going through a storm or I knew I was going through something, you know. Um, but I noticed that I was watching I was there's a video I seen earlier that said the smell of witchcraft, it stinks. But I was seeing something about like a little satchel or something, somebody like doing something ritualistic to somebody else's private parts or something like this to try to get you out of, because you have to think about this. Sometimes this spell work is supported by a community that sees what this person is doing, allows it, thinks it's funny, thinks it's cool, thinks it's interesting, or something like that. Like all this shit is weird to me. It really is. And I just call it for what it is. I think somebody is mentally unhinged and unstable. And I think that maybe the people that they prey on normally are not as zen or people mm, I don't know. It's like there's glorifying this energy of these toxic, banshee, unstable, spoiled, crying on the drop of a dime, forceful, addictive, stalker, something women. It might even send a man through a rush to be involved with this type of woman. or to figure out that he got himself some type of entity or something like this that can just pop up in his room at night, or maybe she'll get so crazy she want to see you while you at home with your wife and get a ladder and put it up to your fucking window and try to crawl in there in the middle of the night, have sex with the man and leave or something. I just ain't got time for it, bitch. I'm not about to be sitting there about to put no booby trap and sit up there and try to wait and see if that's what you're gonna do and can't sleep a wink and shit because I'm thinking I cannot do it. I am not going to do it. I feel like whatever this is, if it can't get to the man or something, it'll go to the woman. And then the man will get afraid because he can't protect his woman. It's almost like, a demon. I'm saying like if there's like a skit or a movie, a girl sitting there, she's so sweet and or well, maybe not to everybody, but to this person, she's naive or simple or she's not gifted. She's not a creature or something, or she hasn't been activated yet. And it's just like this girl is just everybody's trying to see what this girl is growing into, but she's being harassed or bullied by this big other thing that's well seasoned in her time and all this other stuff. And she wants this unsuspecting girl's man or something. And it's just like he has to walk around the house. Maybe he could see demons. Maybe you can't. He had to walk around the house and see this thing poking and prodding at you or standing over you with sharp teeth that want to eat you alive. I'm just seeing like something kind of strange like that. And he can't say nothing. So he reduced the silence or reduced to just not saying much to you and keeping away from you in the house and everything. It seemed to keep this entity, in line. And it's kind of like they're stuck between wanting to protect you because they don't want you all the way out. They now realizing how dangerous this thing is or this attachment is, right? But at the same time, this person could have restricted you from doing your gifts because this thing manipulated him to, and then now you have to suffer because see that's why I said when this shit just get this extreme, it's a problem. And now somebody regret not activating you in time, and now y'all might have to spend the next 10, 20 years on the planet if these motherfuckers then went off with you not being there, and this person gonna always love you too, or something like this. And so that now you're gonna be stressed out. It's just like, what is this? I don't even know if this is a such thing, y'all, but this is just what I'm picking up on. You know, people shouldn't mess with people that always mind their business and never really infiltrate other people's business to get in their business and manipulate them and manipulate their business. Some people ain't in the season of manipulating. So a lot of these people manipulate situations, occurrences of running into people, manipulate you, trying to manipulate your pH balance, trying to manipulate your sex life. I wonder when do these people have time to be concerned about all this business that they taking care of and all this money that they making? It's a business. It's got to be some type of mm, it's got to be some kind of business or something of doing whatever this is. Because you got to be afraid of somebody that could have lost everything. They know it's gone. They still see a shell of it walking around. And they still know that it could be maybe even dangerous. I'm not sure. You got to be concerned about that person that stick around. Listen, you could say it's naive if you want to. And maybe got a tinge or a hint that an entity could be attached to 4, 5, 6 people that they live with. And guess what? Still once in a while eat that person's food and things like this and drink that they bring in the house. And still, you see, you got to be worried about them people, okay? You got to be careful of them people that it seems like they keep being unscathed. No matter if 100 demons or people that may mean them well or may want something from them too, or may want them on their team because they want to do the same thing and take advantage of them because they can't see or they can't do or they don't know, no matter where they go? What about those people that can feel it coming in the air tonight and they don't get scared? They still fall asleep, still sleep good. They don't take heed to what other people are saying or something like this. Now, I'm not trying to say to be a bad boy or girl, but go where? Do what and go where? Do what and go where for what? Now, these might be some of the people that's saying, "Oh, you didn't listen to that warning or something." Um, but it's like, dude, some of these people are still running from something. Some of these people listen to that nudge from these entities that wanted what they had and told them, just go. We don't want you here. Get out of here or something. And they've been running ever since. Some of us know that we lost it all in the fire. It got burnt down. It got brought back. It ain't the same. It ain't got you lost it again. It got brought back. It ain't the same. You remain the same, but everything around you is changing. But everything around you is trying to change you. You got to be careful of them type of people. You got to be careful of them people that love but don't lust, and they care, but they're not going to hunt you down and chase you. And for some reason, they have to balance out, keep it in, poke it out a little bit, how much they care about you. And then you want to play with that person, knowing good and damn well you don't have good intention for that person. You got to be careful of that. Trying to make these kind of people cry because you want to determine their masculine or feminine energy or challenge them for something. You got to be careful of them people that ate that poisonous apple. It ain't, we not talking about nobody that's being cocky and like, I laugh in the face of danger every day and they running up on danger. No, we're talking about somebody that's listening to God's orders and not man or woman or tarot reader or whatever the fuck this is that wants something that she got or trying to move, or they saying, you trying to tell me that I'm disconnected to God, but God didn't tell me this urgent thing that you telling me to pack up my stuff and leave my house or something like this and run and flee and never come back. And you mean to tell me God is telling the whole tarot community this? Or a whole bunch of demons this, but or a whole bunch of people that's on some bullshit. I can sense it, this, and God ain't telling me this. Well, I guess me and God is done. And I guess as soon as I make a move or something, I'm about to be dead any motherfucking way. So what's the difference? The difference here is if this is between me and somebody else, I don't chase, I don't follow, I don't cry after, I don't do any of that shit. You either fucking with me or you're not. Now, why you get once you get me and you show me that that is real, this is real, this is what we're doing, or something like this, you may be able to then start hurting me, not physically, but you may start being able to, you know, I could see how you are, or something like this. My feelings have been hurt several times around here. I've been humiliated several times around here, dealing with my person that I know is in a situation that's almost dead. That this person may be all that to somebody else, but sometimes this person don't come off as that to me because I can pick up on other energies on this person that don't mean the best for me. You understand? No. Sometimes God got you right where you at to see what you need to see, to know what you need to know, to move how you need to move. Sometimes the enemy could be right at your doorstep, in your doorstep, doing this, doing that. But if you really think about it, it's taking you how many times to do something to this person that is really a defenseless. It's just like you got a big old cat but he just letting mice run all over the place, something like this. You got to quit. You know they like to play with mice or something. At least kill them up or whatever and come put them by you or something. Eh, This cat don't want nothing to do with what is wrong. You know, sometimes you got to sit right where you at and you got to observe. It's not your fault if somebody is aggressively, aimlessly, 24 hours a day trying to come for you. It is never your fault. I don't care if you said their name 3 million times on your social media. I don't care what you said about them, what you talk. When the time that somebody take to try to find you or do this, some of these people already know you. They was already in your energy doing fucked up stuff to you. You start picking up on this person. You start exploiting it, and then they're saying, "Oh, look, you saying my name. You better not say my." You know how people when they about to fight and stuff like, "Oh, bitch, you say my name. Y'all better keep my name. Y'all talk about them bitches, but you better keep my name out your mouth." You know how people is. You made yourself a part of my story and my journey, and you shown your hand. And I'm telling a story, and you come up, your name gonna get mentioned, maybe, possibly. And since the king can do no wrong, maybe these people. I'm hearing that somebody could even be suing somebody in somebody else's name so they can get around to getting your stuff. Since the king can do no wrong, so somebody's trying to get it from somebody else that could be holding on to something or something like this. Not sure. Mm, Taylor. So my name could be this. But I don't know. Um, these men, it's almost like the men and women that have been affected by this person. This is somebody that they glorify. You know, it's like all these field of people look like those two silly buffoons that sit next to that bully that then took it too far. And to the day this person, because they always poking and prodding and going and sticking their nose and going in people's house and stuff like this. And then that day when this bully, because they feel like this person outshine them for a second by telling them how it is, but without telling them how it is, right? And it's like those two unsuspecting, goofies that be with the bully, right? And then even on that day when this bully decide to go too far and end up accidentally killing somebody, and now, you know, you got these two goofies here that don't even know no better. That's just in jail, and even in jail with this motherfucker, they gonna take the fall with them and everything. It's like two pillars, but really those two goofies are the big pillars that's holding up this little person in the middle. Because when people take it to that extreme and do what you doing, you don't do nothing to but show your true colors to somebody like me, and it look like a little boy or a little girl wounded. And if you was really smart enough, you would have been fucking with me on that instead of trying to imprison me to make me hit. You just would have been best off having me as a friend, associate, that conduit, that space. I just thought about it. I said, now what if this was a humiliation ritual? Yeah, I didn't like the way that because it's around that time or whatever. And I didn't like the way that I was um necessarily feeling or smelling it right here, at that time, that I fell asleep or something. It's like almost like when you go to sleep and you know that these, night hounds or people are coming around. It's kind of like a weird feeling. It's like, mm, I don't know what. I don't know what I don't know what. I don't know how to explain it. That's why when I say you're not about to be coming sniffing around here, or if you come sniffing around here, I hope it's unpleasant. You know, um, I feel like there's somebody that want to claim king, or this could be a shadow person, somebody that lingers in the dark. Um, but the thing is, it's like, mm, also could be some old other shit here. I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know. It's like ghost kidnapping, like being kidnapped by a ghost or an entity or something, or some entities or a group, and it's like ghost trafficking. Like I can't explain it to you. Really, it's almost like we can just talk about the energy. It's almost like something is following someone around. It wants you to, whatever this entity is, it can't offer you anything. It don't seem, or it's nothing that, because we talk about things that are seen and unseen on this channel. So, maybe in the unseen realm, they hold things back, but it's not changing anything in your life. Nothing is doing anything in your life because of this attachment to this thing. But something is like trying to. It's like an entity because it's trying to bully somebody to carry themselves and do all these things that you would do on this dimension. Okay, it's almost like something wants you to go to bed. Maybe this could be like a Dracula energy. I don't know. Something wants you to go to bed with makeup on, with a perfect face. Like I don't know. Listen. I don't know who this is for. They almost want you to polish yourself up like a dolly before you go to bed. Okay, so this thing can have its way, whatever that means, with you. I be picking up on this energy sometimes. It likes to keep people away from you. It likes to keep you secluded too, or to not like people, or not want to. Even if you live amongst a group of people, it wants you to be like in a foster home, or a boarding house, or a home that's broken. But I'm seeing like a home that's actually broken, with all the pieces broken, and somebody tried to glue the pieces back together. But if you push on it, it's kind of like leaning, and you know, you know, um, somebody could be poking and prodding on something too, and it's not even healed. Like somebody could be panicking to lose something. Say this is uh, the black dark web, and somebody wants you to be dark web famous. Is very dangerous, But once you get on there, you might as well know that you're a piece of steak or something like this, because I mean, if you're not covered, okay, some other kind of way by God, all right, because uh, it's like but see, that's why I said you can't force things that don't belong in places into them places. It's just gonna ruin what you got going on. You was better off just leaving that person, not bringing them into this, because somebody's trying to force you out of your destiny into what destiny they want you to be in, and that's the mistake. And by doing that, they're mad at people by being around you, and maybe you waking up. No, you need to be mad at your ass for trying to force somebody into something that they're not supposed to be in, because the tower is coming. But whatever this is, you're not getting anything. I mean, it's I was gonna say something that try to destroy you on all levels so it can have you. But the one part it can't get into is right there in between your chest somewhere. It had managed to infiltrate all other parts. It just can't break your spirit, your soul, or whatever that is that resides there. But I get humility. I do feel uneased, okay? If I feel like somebody was just coming around here to prove a point that you're not, your hygiene is not. But some of us had to, we already not hanging out with nobody. We're already doing this. We're already been told that we're ugly or fat, unwanted, or something like this. You already been rejected several times. You didn't take it to heart like these other people or something like this. Okay. And then, you mean to tell me I got to reduce my cleanliness? I got to you mean to tell me I got to stop, don't care if my hair is brushed. I got to stop, I got to um maybe even stop brushing my teeth, stop getting my nails done. You mean I got to stop getting a new wig every 2 weeks, a synthetic wig if I wanted to, or something like this. I stop all these things knowing other people are looking at me, other people that are maybe prospects that may want to work with me on some type of level or something are watching too. I'm taking this gamble to try to keep you off of me or something, and then you want to put a scarlet leather color or something on my forehead or something and have me walk through some type of shameful experience when I'm trying to, even in the comforts of my own, the alleged comforts of my own home, I'm trying to do everything that I can to seem unapproachable and to seem uninterested and maybe even unkept or unclean, and you still doing. I don't understand. Something also wants you to do this here. It's almost like this thing is jealous already too. Okay, this might be a second entity that I'm picking up on. It's like something knows the real deal, but it goes and exploits, or no, it goes and it speaks something else to these particular groups of people here. It knows what the deal is. It knows why you are doing this, that, or something like this. But it's going and telling the people, "Oh, look how filthy this person is." But it wants you, but it is do. You see what I'm saying? It in order for it to have you, it has to destroy you to others. That you have to wake up and see what's going on between your legs every day. Do you know what it's like to wake up and also, okay, um, what was I gonna say? Mm, but knowing that it's nothing that you're out there trying to get, you weren't switching around in front of these men at the club and then they followed you home. You're not doing any of this, okay? But what was I gonna say? Um, Oh, and then think that even other males on the outside that's looking in that are saying that they were looking at you as a prospect, or like if they was going to choose you or something like this. This is so ridiculous. It's an excuse or a scapegoating method for men to not have to tackle their demon that they created. They may even be the reason why this thing is on you. Do you know what it do you know what that woman see? Because a lot of these other women, they're physically beautiful, or they naturally beautiful to a large group of people. You could be too, but no, this person gets attention when they go. They like attention. They seek attention, validation, or something like this. It's like I just wish people would stop glorifying those things until like I said, because I feel like these people go through their own issues and stuff, but I feel like whatever this is, it's accustomed to one energy at a time. This is like what the Christ goes through on this planet every time, or something like this. And maybe again, they turn into runners and then they turn in Bonnie and Clyde, all these other energies or something from these communities pushing you out or something like this. But they're really mad because they really can't move you. So they'll just try to make you get sick. So it's almost like, is this what, you know, some of these people, went through, alleged rappers, stuff, or whatever like this, you know, they just wrote it off in the media like, oh, this person was sleeping with a lot of people and this is how they got this. This is somebody also, an entity that attaches to people, have them very sexually active or maybe even promiscuous for some people. um, this thing attaches to you at a young age for all your life or something. Let people come in, abuse you, then attach a energy to you. Like, some people say, oh, you were sexually abused. That's why you act like this or something like that. Or you got daddy issues. And some people just, you didn't know, you thought you knew what or who they was when they came on this planet. And you was mistaken. And some of you, this type of sexual abuse was not actually um, physical or of remembrance. It wasn't nothing like, something like that, unless you were brainwashed through it all. Um, it's something that's hard to explain or communicate, right? Um, but these type of abusers, they'll take that one thing and they'll overdo it or try to make it the reason, like, oh, after doing all this shit behind the scenes with this circle of people or this heist of people, and then they will come in and ask you, am I wrong? I thought you changed, or why are you deteriorating? Why are you letting yourself go? You know, this is a mental problem of yours, and it's really a tactic, right? It's really, for some of you, and man, I know for me, it's really a tactic as well, because I'm also not excessively determined, but determined to prove, to set your ass down this lifetime without even really without even really moving a muscle. It's like some big thing that has been prowling around the community and something like this. It's just like, all these people's running witch doctors and all this shit and listening to these people and doing these other things or whatever like this. And the damn thing still, it might have got off them for a little bit and it's on somebody else, but this snake is still doing something. And I have come to, you know, whatever this energy, one of these energies is very invasive. And one of these energies, that's how they get the people. Get them to be a bum or on the street where they can't take a shower and everything like this. And then they're like, oh, I gotcha. But it's almost like this time something is about to backfire on something in some situation. Because again, anybody that's confident about what they have, what they're doing, what they're confiscating, what they're taking, what they're going to try to have, even if it's a woman or a man or something like this, they don't have to do all that. Somebody that's confident in what they're doing or something like this, they don't have to do all that. Because I don't want to entertain no deep. If a masculine energy or somebody like this is like pulling on your energy and they're just showing up as like something like this, that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm not trying to entice or entertain or any of this. I have enough entities I feel that I've met or been able to assess during this hopefully training program or something like this. You know, I, I mean, sometimes I'd be wishing that was somebody that was seeing just like I see, we both see the same or something, and it wouldn't be trauma bonding. It would be something like teamwork or something like this. Um, but it's not. It's just not the case. You know, um, people be talking about gold. I'd be looking for like a partner that can just understand or see things, or I know that God is saying that there's somebody else. There's another puzzle piece out there. It's like a two-piece puzzle, and that person also, you know, could have experienced something similar. Um, so somebody don't want you to have any guidance, I think. Because sometimes you got to dance with your demons or something like this in order to get to know that God is that full power that's in power. Sometimes you got to dance with them to be able to be tested or be able to get strength and agility to be able to, you know, fight against these things, people, situations, places. Excuse me. Have some of us have journeys that we're going to be giving a testimony throughout it, and some of you did have the, you know, I guess it could be harder to hold it all in, but I feel like the ones that hold it all in, they got more support from the so-called divine, but you know, can you really trust it? Because I feel like somebody is mad because you still on the vine, and they want to make it seem like because although like the mental part of it could possibly be traumatic for somebody, it's still strengthening at the same time. Once you wrap your head around, you had to do all that, and I'm still feeling good or something. I'm feeling decent. So in my house that I feel like, you know, I'm supposed to be safe in, that I, you know, that is paid for, that I lock my door every night. And I thought that all my life, when you go home, home has always been, you know, very comfy for me. You know, um, that could be also excuse me, the means of the person that has people come in your house and take little trinkets, because somebody like me, you know, I know that there was a chance that somebody can break in my house and kill all of us and rob us or something like this. Okay. At the end of the day. But did I ever think that, you know, somebody would be coming in doing weird ass shit, like just taking in, you know, rearranging your shoes, and how much of this has been ghosts throughout this time, or how much of this have been people that have been preying on um or entities or things like this, or groups or organizations that have been preying on, you know, people that are not privy to these types of tactics. It's like I'm just calling it out for real, because I guess somebody supposed to be running around here scared or something like this, you know. I guess somebody supposed to be like doing something like that, or it's like somebody giving you threats or something like this too. To be afraid that, you know, nobody wants to be getting threatened and then have to fall asleep when you know that some entities or something could be having attachments to your house, whether you brought them in or not. But you better be careful the motherfucker that still go to sleep and just be feeling just fine, you know, regardless of what the fuck you thought you was coming up around here and doing. You know, it's just weird to me. Somebody wants you to be something that you're not. Somebody is making spontaneous things happen around you because people say, okay, but this person's still a seer. We haven't seen necromancy. We haven't seen nothing. Somebody's trying to produce that around you so you can get a dark, I'm about to say a dark sigma, a dark stigma, a dark something um, around you. You could be looked at as weird or something like this, okay? It's just like how many people living right now today, regular, alleged regular people, know what it would be like to meet a Christ. Mm, 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 mm. And just her, be sure you don't be deceived. It's almost like somebody left you in abandoned in a ghost house, and a ghost town, and then now they thought you'd be dead and gone by now, and now they're trying to bully you out the spot to go into the real ghost town. Because it's like whatever this is, wherever you go, wherever somebody goes, they feel like a ghost, or they feel like nobody cares, or nobody sees them, or they're always getting abused, or something like this, y'all. But maybe don't listen to me. We're just talking. We're just rambling right now because I'm still sleepy. My eyes are still closed. You know. Also, somebody could be poking and prodding to see what you think about the things that's going on, so they can document this. So somebody trying to get you into. I keep on seeing this billboard when I be driving past, talking about like you already said yes, and no, the fuck I didn't. Um, it's the way that this entity speaks to somebody. It's like, who gonna run this town tonight? And it's like, ooh, somebody been running something for a long time, but mm, they could be barking up the wrong tree, huh? And somebody knew that this was gonna come. They didn't want to They thought that you would not challenge it. They thought you would not turn around, like you feel something breathing with drippy something dripping on top of your head, and it's and how some people just won't turn around and look, or you don't want to turn around like, what the fuck is this behind me? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody didn't think you was gonna do that. Instead, they thought you was just gonna put your head down and run away or something like this. Also, somebody just wants to do something horrible to you, I heard, so that they could say, well, we told you so. You heard all those messages. Who the fuck are you? When did that God tell me that you was a messenger of mine? My God said, I'm gonna keep it to the core. Listen to that energy that's in heaven. Um, and you can't make no makeshift heaven and have me look at that person either, because I won't be able to see them. God will not let me see their energy or pick up on their energy, because it's a non-factor, right? And then this is when they try to discount you and act like you falling. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Somebody trying to force. That's what this is. They're trying to force a fall on someone, whatever that means. But somebody's about to be sadly mistaken, and they're going off of some documents I'm hearing that they were having. They know it's a mashup of a whole bunch of other energies, or some demons or something. Whatever they didn't want to be, they just put it on some piece of paper and made you into it so you could get their karma. Like, I mean, something is wild how these people be thinking. I'm just trying to tell you. When somebody is blameless, or somebody is something like this, blameless, shameless, or something like this. Mm, 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 mm. Somebody has hijacked media to a certain extent. There's a bug or a virus. Something is going on the planet. It's almost like somebody's frustrated because you're not giving them the time or the day or the scare that they want. It's almost like summoning this thing to, you know, not summons it, not doing no seance or nothing, but it's like your lack of interest or attention, it may cause something irregular, or it was supposed to, but this just didn't happen, and people is now questioning what's going on here. You said we will be done with this person, or this person would be out of the way, or you said something like this. I don't know what it's like to be an abused little girl, like that, that you've been sexually abused or something like this. But I would imagine that like these girls might start wearing loose clothing. They may, detach from other people. They may stick to themselves. They may, you know, there's a whole nother side of like child abuse or sexual abuse that we're just not tapping into, is what it seems like. And you can't protect these children unless you address this type of abuse or something like this. I don't think it gives you the same mental effects. Is you had to be careful of witches is in the system. They know exactly what this is, and they're trying to label people crazy that went through this because they allowed this to happen to these a lot of children or something. And so they're given a clean bill of health, or they're given a sick bill of health to keep these people vulnerable or in situations that would make them vulnerable or sustainable to these type of attacks. Mm. And you think it's bad enough for a child that had to open up their mouth about some physical abuse, like something that could be seen on the surface. Try those that don't have. Mm, you get what I'm saying? And finding out that it's their friends and family and their community, and then these people still want to rock with these people and think that it's normal. And God gave somebody a chance to go with some people, maybe start their own thing or something like this. And somebody, I don't know, somebody failed for something, could be possibly on the way out the door. Instead of taking that something, and somebody could be pissed off at you about this too. They just said it took you too long or something to wake up or see something or whatever like this, and somebody's in a situation or something like this. I heard we could have had it all. So it could have been something that was very, mm people on the outside would have looked at it as different, strange, distasteful, or something like this. You know, it would be like we see this all the time, uneven relationships. We see this all the time with the really big guy with the big belly and stuff like this, with a really petite, small girlfriend or wife, you know, right? But this person will discriminate against you because you were a little bit plus size, or both of y'all would, like, shit like that. No, you just downgraded and you just fell for the okey doke and you just compromised. You got compromised. And only society from the outside looking in would think, um, looking at the shell, or their these are shell entity assessors, um, that just look at the outer parts or something here. Okay. Matter of fact, y'all know what? I gotta give me some new makeup brushes because I only use like three of my makeup brushes. And I don't know. I just put makeup on just lightly the other day. I just be dusting it on, but I got a whole bunch of like little tiny like one. I mean, it is that time of the month, but I do have a big pimple right where I will put my contour. It's a big one and like one or two little ones. Okay, like I said, somebody could also be um, upset because you don't want to take. I keep on. Tomorrow we're gonna use the garbage pail kid cards. I'm hearing somebody got dirty bombs and they deprive. If these people show you interest or don't want to harm you or something like this, these people will displace them or something until they make their attempt at giving you something. And also there's some people that get a reward from taking something from you. It's like these people is so hysterical about something. But I'm telling you, somebody got to be super blessed because you're not even seeing one little. You might feel something, but that could be other people's stuff that's going on that you feeling. But you wake up and not one hair is out of place on your body. Ain't this crazy? But whatever this spirit or this entity is can make you feel all kind of ways, like you just been violated. Now you could have been. I'm not saying that you wasn't, What I'm saying is, ain't that strange? Okay? Because perception is almost everything to some people. I just heard a league of their own. And I also heard the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. So I don't know if people are waking up and realizing that the people that they chose was sent in to block them from something that was genuine, and they needed that. They needed it more than you. Somebody could have told you something that made you think, but really at the end of the day, somebody could be telling you you're gonna need them when, but they don't want to say those words, so they're gonna do something at the last minute to make you need them again when they gone. It didn't pan out the way, like somebody could say you're gonna need me when I'm gone, and then found out like, damn bitch, oh you don't need me, and then somebody creating a scenario where you're going to need them because actually they need, but actually really they need you, or they needed you, or they want. We don't have to, because people get all offended. Oh, I don't need you. I don't need, men like that, especially men. Oh my God. Oh, they like to let you know how they don't need you. Okay, so how many other holes is out there? Everything like this. So, you know, even me and my masculine energy, I had to listen to myself sometimes. I could come off as if that, right? So, um, hmm but a lot of this stuff, like I said, you can't. These are entities that cannot be with you. You cannot. You other people can probably see these entities, pick up on their energy or whatever like this, but you can't. So why would you be in a relate? Why would you be in a situation with something like this? And if these were real people walking around doing this, why would I want to be with somebody or be hanging out or give my energy to anything that could be with me in the physical, but is choosing to haunt me or have other people haunt me instead? I don't understand that. And I'm never going to probably understand that or understand that. So, you know, um, somebody wants you to settle or something, or they want you to be a peg on a board or a chess piece on a board, or it's something like this, and they want to be able to make the move for you. Mm. I just feel like it's gonna be how they lose the game. Okay, you could be a queen pin, or it's something like this. Pins you again. Somebody's addicted to you pinning them because the way only way they can feel close to you. So like Nyla and Simba, and she's like, I pinned you again. Somebody somebody misses you or something like this. People have come in and moved you out of their life or something like this. And the only way that they can get your attention is by you pinning them or pegging. Well, I'm not gonna say pegging because you know the only way people can humiliate you is by using illusions, um, holographic images, drugs, and things like this to keep you impaired. This is the only way to humiliate you. You see, so these people are these are grown ass people too. What I said earlier about what happens if a girl, takes pride in herself and dresses herself kind of nice, at least prim or nice or something like this. Again, in this day and age, whatever this group is, even if you want to get up and do your makeup, somebody is trying to. That's all you got. All you got is a 3-minute makeup process, and they make you look pretty enough just to go out in the world and just say you tried a little bit this rising. Okay, somebody don't like the fact somebody sit there and spend 2 hours doing their makeup, and they got to thicken it on, and when they do it or something, and somebody is mad at you because you just, you know, take 3 minutes to dust a little poof, be gone, you know, and um, like somebody don't want, this is somebody that will come in your house and put like bacteria on something or some shit like this, and then they'll say, oh, we could just blame it on the fact that um, you never clean your brush, or we saw you never clean your brushes or something like this. No, bitch. Listen, I'm kind of prone to y'all. That's the funny thing about me, and maybe it's you, but if people A stomach ache is concerning to me because last thing, the way growing up living with my dad and eating leftovers and stuff like this, it's not much that will make my stomach hurt from when it comes from food. Like we knows something about some leftovers, even 3 to 4, 5 days later, many things of leftovers, and it's like our stomach is like a garbage disposal or something like this. So mm, it takes a lot to make my stomach weak. So when my stomach does get weak or it gets upset, I'm already like on high alert because like I said, most things I could eat something and it, it won't even bother me. Okay. Um, so mm, hype. Something about hype. Williams? Hype. Don't believe the hype. Mm, I'm just allegedly channeling this energy right now. Somebody try to get you to veer. They want you. They even came in like got you. But every time they do that, it's not the God said, no, you don't. Not this one. Mm, listen. And then you have to get on your channel or again, I mean, we're just speaking on here. But it's almost like I said, somebody's putting you through this experience, and since they can't have access to you no more, they want to know what your thesis is on this or something. They're still trying to penetrate your energy to get you to work for them for free or something like that. Like this is so weird, guys. And it's some things a God is allowing for you to while they're doing this to speak things and while they're antagonizing you and what you it's going to clear the air. But it's like don't fix it. Something it is not supposed to be being fixed. I'm telling you, there is a lot of people right now doing something, pulling on somebody's energy to get the outcome that they want. They don't give a fuck about how you feel, how you fought this battle or something. They want to, they want to use toxic energy to move into this new era. And they trying anything, they damnedest and they hardest. Or using their damnedest in their heart. You get what I'm getting? Okay. Even y'all know I don't mix my words, but I just had to stop right now when I just said that and said, I'm about to do a spell. I'm about to do a spell. Remember earlier? I'm about to do a spell. It's almost like somebody is breaking in, trying to tell you what they about. You know how they say, like, oh, with the Freemasons, they got to tell you what they about to do. Somebody is going to, they taking it up a notch. So I don't know what, I don't even think Sage is going to stop whatever. I'm just trying to tell you, somebody is taking it up a notch because I just put two and two together. I said that shit, and then right when we was doing this video right here, the fact that that energy came, and this is crazy because this is like it's giving me a headline that I seen in a video the other day. A girl hadn't seen her best friend in 20 years, and then realized that the friend was her bully. The girl was a little brown skinned girl, and then I think the girl was Caucasian or whatever. And she said she just seen her friend, and she didn't know that this friend was her bully. Now, somebody could be bullying you from over in the mountains that took some property or something from you 10, 20 years ago. They know that you were going to be waking up to this, and they're actually in defense about this. They're actually in defense mode because they've made themselves very comfortable in a setting or something that somebody could have even created for you. Mm. And built a community off of it. And everybody's going to be trying to kill you if you go claim it because now they care about these people that stole this from you because people have made up in their mind that you don't deserve whatever this is that belonged to you. Oh, mm, 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 mm. This could be even safety. Like I'm picking up the stand or something like this. This could even be about this is about preservation of races and things like this. Hold on. This could totally be about that. And there could be some people that are older energies, or they got activated at a certain time when you were supposed to, or they use your activation code. Say God was just going to preserve one person and just redo. Somebody preserve some type of code or something like this so that they can turn a whole group that they care, that fuck what God is saying. We care about these people. And so we're going to preserve these people, and we're going to not preserve the one person that God wanted to preserve to restart this thing or whatever this is. Like somebody is off the chain. For real. I just don't know. I just don't get it. I just heard Secret Santa. It's like there's this big shot that everybody wants to be the on earth, that everybody want to be the apple of this person's eye. And you, because you the apple of God's eye, and they not the apple of God's eye, but they the apple of the eye of the people. They're like almost trying to demand that you bow down to them because they figured out something or some kind of system where they flip the script and everybody like this person now. It's a rotten person. This could be somebody that's good to every single other person but the Christ. Or but one person. Everybody like, that can't be Hannah. I'm trying to like this with everybody or something. This person get along with your children, get along with your husband, get along with this, get along. You're the only one that this person don't like or is trying to get after, so that must make you guilty. And like, even though I know this person bullied me into a relationship, how long ago, um, or stalked me to death, it can't be you. Nobody likes you. You're fat, you're ugly, you're stinky, you're this, you're that. It'd be like somebody saying this stuff to you, but still trying to hold on to you or block you from getting letters or messages, right? To be able to free yourself or prepare to do so. Just one small move could have been something that changed the whole destiny, your whole destiny, and the whole makings of this world right now. And people are still supporting this person, and just one thing that they did could have changed the direction of the real change that's supposed to be coming here. But God's about to fix it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So many aspects, so many avenues, so many people that's tired. This would have been a fix. That's how you know it's a foreigner that don't care about America. Or deep down inside, this person does not care about America or Americans, or maybe they only care about America but not Americans because of what the Americans are planning against America, or vice versa, or whatever. Okay? You just want control. You want dominance. This is like when a world leader wake up and realize they was hanging with and enjoying alliance with these. It never made sense to me, really. On some levels, it never made sense to me, really. Especially when you know what you got, and you don't think I know what you got. I'm not the only one. Mm-mm. Again, if this is a female too that I'm picking up on, she's having a hard time because you are feminine too, or you're in your feminine energy. Mm. Because I don't like, I mean, although I have a somewhat of an imagination, I don't like to sit there too long. I will lose interest. That's how I know that whatever this is, This God is not the author of my God is not the author of confusion, because, like I said, if it's something, that's why I said somebody had to think about doing something else with me, because I'm about to lose all interest. Okay, I don't like to sit up in fantasy land or something too long. Like somebody trying to convince you that this is a journey that you're supposed to take with an entity or something. It's like I'm already in the relationships, kind of like with God a little bit on that level. I mean, I don't know what else you want to do. We can do other things. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? But if you want my soul, nigga, I don't know. I can't give it to you. I'm kind of already, I'm like locked down with this, whatever's housed within me and that I can reach. I'm kind of busy there, you know. Mm-mm. And I had to think at one time. I said, "Well, damn, somebody saying I'm a jealous God or something like this," but I'm like, I'm okay with God. I don't be like God this, God that, God that. But really, truly, secretly, I feel like my God is my God. you know, I'm not going around trying to make sure that this entity or this God don't help you or to have something to do with you. But at the same time, this is my God. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Mm, can't nobody else really have it. I mean, he can talk to you and stuff like this and help you out or something once in a while, but mm-mm, mm-mm. Call it territorial. Call it the energy of somebody that is a natural born empress that ain't out there going stomping on other people to prove that that's what they are. Mm-mm. No, no, sorry, Bob. Because at first, I'm telling you, when I first had the awakening, I'm like, you're not about to be going doing God. No, I want you got to stay here. I got to be in this energy all the time. I'm not. No, you just showing yourself to me like this, and you think you're about to move around. I think that people might have went through this during their awakening. And then and I noticed that these girls be like trying to like put on stunts and shit like this to get the energy to come back towards them or something like this. And I just let it be. It's already some of it in me, so I got enough of me, to withhold me when I feel like the energy has some other child to take care of or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Because I think somebody was trying to make it like somebody is jealous of how they feel about your siblings, or somebody's always been jealous and never wanted somebody to do something for other siblings. No, I just don't like people taking advantage of other people. And I could see that somebody was just like a user or something. And like some people have that gift to be able to manipulate men or whatever to give them money or something like this. I just ain't that kind of person. I mean, if you want to share, if I'm your husband and we locked in and you want to share with me or you want to take care of me or if you want me to work or whatever like this, or if everything is fair and balanced or something like this and we figure out something, I expect you to hold up to that side of the bargain. I might would get it with a new nigga and I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Day one. It might be a nigga that just like, yeah, you ain't working. I don't want to, and that's understandable. And it might be somebody that's willing to meet you where you at to have you. Like, how you gonna say you've been sent from heaven or sent like this to do this, and you sitting here trying to check my bank account or something? Like, what? I didn't know that God worked like that. I don't even remember God asking anybody for any money in the Bible or anything. Like, I don't know, any degrees or anything. Um, just you, you know. Um, so I don't know. Also, I see like something like a firmament. So somebody is trying to build a barrier so that you're not getting that nourishment or something that is leading you. So you could be very much in trouble, but it's not your fault that you can't. You see what I'm saying? It's not your fault. So again, stay grounded, stay centered. be in that core energy. Don't get too far off in the, because there's nobody that I'm peeking into somebody's life. I'm not going out of my way. Everything that I see comes to me. I don't go looking for it unless I Google something to see what something means or a little bit more on this or something. I promise I'm not going to anybody's page. I only go to my page on Facebook. I'm only concerned about what's going on in my house unless you're doing something to me or one of me's in your house or one of mine's in your house. I'm You see what I'm saying? I'm starting to see that there must be a difference between me and the conglomerate or the mass population or something like that. It's like um mm but you don't think I think the thing that wears on me sometimes is doing that so that you don't bring attention to yourself or something, or down dressing, or not brushing your hair or something, so you could become un like if somebody is watching your house, they will be turned off or something, hopefully, and go somewhere else where it seems like it's better or something. Um, like I know what I'm doing. You may not know what